So this is the PlayStation 5 version of the game, but I'm also going to quickly talk about the Steam version. So on the PS5 here, I mean, it's playable, but if you're very sensitive to FPS and you want it to be a rock-solid 60 FPS experience, you don't want it to feel like it's closer to 40 to 45, even though that frame rate, whatever it's actually at, is quite stable, then I wouldn't recommend this game. As I'm just moving around, doing a few things, I'm just kind of showing you that it's not super smooth. I also turned off the motion blur. That actually doesn't seem to make any difference whatsoever. For me, the game is playable. There are games that I've played at 30 FPS that actually kind of feel pretty good considering it's 30 FPS, okay? And then some other games that incredibly jarring. This one, I'm not going to deny it, even though it's quite playable for me. It is going to be jarring for some. Anything less than this, like another 3 or 4 FPS lower, and this would be a major piss off, especially considering that I paid almost $50 Canadian for this game. Not exactly a $5 game here. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And when it comes to the PC version, I found the PC version to be even worse, but for perspective, I gotta tell you what my stats are, or my specs rather. I've got 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. I've got a Ryzen 7 5700G. And I've got Windows 11 and an RTX 2070 Super. And I had the game running on medium and high settings, not ultra. And it was, yeah, it wasn't good. I would drive and everything would be fine, and then a hard dip. Then I'd be fine for a little bit, another hard dip, and that really drove me insane. So for me, my personal experience is that the PS5 version, compared to my specific computer with my settings, it is much more stable here. And the driving is the same. It's no different than me walking around. I'm actually doing this just so that you could kind of get a gist of, tree popping and all that. Just like overall performance, which for me is actually pretty decent. If you look at it, like even all the rocks on the ground, the trees, everything in the distance, it's quite good, in my opinion. The performance, not great, but it's also not terrible. Anyways, 3 minutes. I could keep ranting on about the same stuff, running in circles, literally, with what I'm saying and with what I'm doing here. Overall, I've played the game for roughly about an hour and 20 minutes in total, combined between the PC version and the PS5 version. And ultimately, I am very glad that I bought the game. I'm very satisfied, although, again, you may find this to be unacceptable. Only you can make that decision. So I'm just going to leave it here. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. We'll bend it in half, twist it, and I'll break that nozzle off inside of your ass. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be great now, wouldn't it? But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And perhaps I shall see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.